Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Man, that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
WCS back in the Boulevard once again. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. You already know. True media today, USA Boxing on deck with it. What's good there, Coach? Salute WCS. Hit the like button on your way in the door. Appreciate you, Coach. Great live today as always. Y'all be sure to check out True Media today, USA Boxing. Great live as always. Talking about this same situation. You know what I'm saying? So definitely go check it out. Martin King Boxing on deck. What's good with it, Run? Salute to you. Mind-boggling toxicity. I agree. Let me see what's going on YouTube. See if it's caught up yet. Okay, cool. XO Factory on deck. One love, WCS. Smash the like button. One love to you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up. So let's get down to the business, right? And I ain't in here trying to lecture none of y'all. I'm not up here trying to lecture none of y'all. But if you're one of those voices that's trying to white glove through this situation with Tank Davis, you're wrong. You have the audacity to try to white glove this situation. Like in 1 second, right? We can have a full-blown debate on what type of boxing fan are we. Are we a temporary, a casual? Are we a hardcore fanatic? You know, you can talk to people all the time and try to gauge how deeply involved they are with this boxing game, right? So let's just say we're working on the highest level of a hardcore boxing fanatic. You should understand certain situations occur all the time in boxing such as this. And also, people, we need to equate this to individuals who are in combat sports. I don't think enough of the time we show sensitivity to these guys who crying out for help from being hit in the head for dang over 10, 15 plus years. These cats are being hit in the head. They're going through punishment. They're doing a whole lot of shit, right? So we'll cheer them when they're stepping through the ropes and everything else. And once again, I'm not making no excuses for nobody. All I'm asking for you to hear me out. I'm just trying to pass some information on my opinion that's transmittable. When we stay close to the game of boxing throughout the years, we have had fighters who have been a part of some type of action that is considered criminal, whether it was severe enough for them to be taken down to the station or what. they had to deal not only with the criminal justice system, they had to deal with those who supposedly are the consumers, us. And when you deal with consumers who are content creators, it goes to a whole nother level. Because right now in this era, especially on YouTube, we have a whole different mindset of individuals that's basically grabbing hold of content, grabbing hold of topics, discussions, grabbing hold of controversy, and they love it, and they're going to put their own spin on it. I get it. But from the preponderance, we have to deal with the preponderance, y'all. We have to deal with that word, the preponderance. Is there preponderance of evidence for these voices to go frolicking around on social media and accusing this man of doing anything? Is there a preponderance? Has he been sworn in? And is this a court case that's pending, upcoming in February? No, it's totally different. Now, I know what you're saying, the baseline, right? The baseline is you're saying that he's a repeat offender. I get it. I get it. But if you're saying the man is a repeat offender in domestic violence, then I have to take you back to let you understand that charges was dropped. Now, does that prove, 100% he's not culpable? No. But I don't care about that because that's not my scope of authority. If the charges was dropped back then, they was dropped. They was dropped back then. Then you're not gonna go repeal the case and bring it back to the light and say, see, back here you had this incident. We all seen it play out. We all seen what happened. I've heard it over and over again today on how this man walked up and did what he did with the mother of his kids. I get it. I get where you can show very little sensitivity and remorse for anything. But you have to understand, as long as we've been attached to the sport, as long as we've been this close, we've had individuals that put themselves in this situation over and over again. We've had individuals that go down for domestic violence that's not as popular as Gervonta Davis. We've seen it play out from some of your biggest names. We've seen it play out. A lot of us really can't relate to what goes on in the boxing ring because you've really never been touched in the skull. I'm talking about you never really put on some headgear and really felt and heard the bells ringing just like it was church time on a Sunday. You never really had that feeling. So a lot of y'all can't relate to the abuse that it takes to be a combat sport technician, to be a high-level competitor, to be a superstar, to go in there and go through this since you was, in the single digits, below 10 years old, all the way up to, 28 years old now? All that sparring, all that headgear, all that hours in the gym, all that sacrifice and pain and punishment and everything else, right? And you probably ask yourself, okay, what does this have to do with the situation? Because we see the same thing on the YouTube. We see verbal, non-physical abuse going on all the time on here. Over and over and over again. We see this shit recycle itself over and over again, man. Y'all, we do it so much over and over again. We attack. But how dare you come on here and act like you wearing the white glove when it comes to Gervonta Davis and the situation of him being arrested again. A lot of y'all just ran to the finish line, man. Because you felt like it was a clear-cut race and pathway to the checkered flag, and you felt that once you got there, you was the winner. You was victorious. You thought you had reached your target, and that was it. You can't sit up here and blame the man without hearing the whole story, man. Like, a lot of y'all never even seen that dude together. Like, I'm one of the only people that has pictures of him and his daughter in a delightful moment. And I thought about it. I said, why don't I put this up? No, I'll save it to another live. Because I know what the man said. I'm not there hanging out with him. But I do remember him playing with his daughter outside. And if this is to be true, this is the same baby's mama from his first daughter, the daughter that he said changed his life. Now, I believed him when he said his kid changed his life, his daughter changed his life. You know what I'm saying? Mature him as a man. I believe it. I'm not his dad. I'm not up here trying to gauge how much it changed his life. I just remember him telling me that. I just remember seeing them outside. He was playing with his daughter. I remember him bringing his daughter ringside, and she was just sitting there with a smile on her face while he was talking to the media. Certain people can't understand that type of interaction because you don't attend fights or you've never been in that situation. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're not mature enough to come up with this information. I'm just saying, for me, I've seen certain areas of Gervonta Davis when it came to his family that it was all love for me. Now, within marriages itself, let's get a bit more personal with marriages, right? We have people that go through marriages all the time. Forget relationships. Let's talk about marriages. You binding yourself down to a person. Within a marriage, you have situations like this that go on all the time. But see, is it any more or less important if you're married? It's not more any less important if you're married or not. It's just with a relationship, you have certain individuals that will be quick to release and go on about their merry way if it's a relationship. But in a marriage, you're not so quick to freaking abort mission, because you got family. In this case, it may be the same thing when fighters get kids with females, and they really can't just separate themselves totally from that female because they have a kid and they want to keep the family somewhat together. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a guy who's a superstar fighting on TV. Yeah, he wants his family to be a part of it. Who are we to sit up here and say some shit like, man, you need to leave her, she's toxic? Well, that's up to whoever, the counselor or the therapist, to figure out, not me. All I know is when it comes to a marriage, people stay in marriages and have way worse situations than this because they want to keep the family together. They want to stay close-knit and tight for the kids. They want the kids to be taken care of. They want the family to be able to go, come across each other and have companionship and love. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit more than a workspace. And then what if you both got good jobs? What if there's only one breadwinner in the household? There's a lot of consideration to be taken in place. But what I see with the boxing shit, y'all just say it's boxing or nothing. Y'all look at somebody that gets in trouble and say it's boxing or nothing. Oh man, he fucked up the fight, man. He fucked up the fight. God damn, he fucked up the fight. Here he is again, he fucking up. These same people are unwilling to see both sides, man. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they can't gain a vantage point, and from that vantage point, they educate themselves on the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? They just want to damn run with the damn judgment and say, yep, this is what we expected. Every other year or two, we have Gervonta Davis come up here getting in trouble. I guess why I'm not running the judgment with Gervonta in this situation, outside the fact that I've seen him and heard him say certain things about, trying to change his life and all that. I look at the situation with him even going through with Floyd. I look at how he had to go through all that dramatic type of media news being put out here to us. You know what I'm saying? He had all this shit to go through and people telling him, oh man, Floyd got you where you need to be. You can't do it on your own. It's a lot that he has going on to be in his 20s. That's a whole hell of a lot for him to be concerned with. He's had to deal with big situations being in the position he is as a superstar to deal with, especially his outside actions, his behavior. You know what I'm saying? Some would call it juvenility, on him just acting impulsively and doing things. Okay, I get it, bro. But it also takes me back and remind me, right? When it comes to women, I don't hear a lot of y'all even speaking about the woman. You don't even provide her with just a little bit of culpability of seeing it from both sides. You don't even ask yourself, some of y'all, did she have anything to do with it or didn't she? What could have ignited this to get to the level that it did, to explode out into the media for him to get the dang law enforcement called on him and arrested? What could have provoked this? What could have set the flame and burned this whole situation down for him to get arrested? I just don't hear people giving no elbow room to the female. Females can be just as much of an antagonist than a man. When you hear people talking about toxicity in a relationship, it's not just a dude looking in the mirror and arguing with himself and saying, oh, I got problems. I know I'm a fucked up individual. I got problems. No, it takes two. It's two individuals that come to a point where they're not getting along and the situation erupts into something way more aggressive. Then that venom starts to come out. You know what I'm saying? That venom. And then there's no more free space for reconciliation. It's just all out war. And then sometimes that war gets so big that it spills out into the public. And we got people on here just running with the narrative. I don't even see the fellas, man, even giving this female any type of percentage of culpability that she may be equally wrong in this case. Or she may be entirely wrong. She may be the one that prompted all this. Now listen, if this is indeed the same one he snatched up, listen to me. If this is indeed the same one he snatched up, if this is the same one that has a Band-Aid on that situation, I try to explain to people, the time that situation occurred, that may not have been the first time that she got snatched up. I'm not talking about just from Gervonta, but from a man in life. That may not have been the first time she got snatched up. It seems like the situation has its deleterious rating system. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of harm that can be attributed to that. But if this is the same baby's mother that was snatched up at the celebrity game, and somehow she's down there, and they somehow try to work it out. They try to have some type of reconciliation. Well, guess what? They still young. The shit is gonna blow up again. And I think this is one of those situations where it blowed up again. Now listen, I'm gonna be honest, and this may rub people the wrong way. You may want to unsub. It's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be okay. But I've seen too many situations where a woman can provoke a situation and then get on the phone and tell on the man and describe how that man's look. I've been there. I've had the situation happen, regardless if I was in uniform or not. A person will call, act hysterical, a female, act hysterical as if they've been harmed, and then add some more shit to the situation. So when those specific individuals who's supposed to be the first responders show up to the scene, all they going off of is what the operator said. And what you always hear, he's been aggressive. I'm fearing for my life. I'm fearing for my life. I think he's going to kill me. I'm fearing for my life. They come on the scene. They see me. They already turned up. They already a 10. It's happened without me even cracking my mouth open, man. I've had that experience happen where these people was just all full speed ahead. Big black man. Oh my God. We believe this person. And it was a Karen trying to bloviate a situation. Real talk. Trying to take a situation to a whole nother height, y'all. I open carried down here and went to pick up my son, which is absolutely legal because I know my rights, and I freaking looked into it. This short white female who I didn't even know came and grabbed my arm. She grabbed my arm now. She grabbed my arm and say, "What you doing up here? Who are you? Who are you coming to see?" And I snatched my arm away. I said, "Don't touch me. Who are you? Are you out your damn mind?" And she just went into this hysterical moment, gathering all this attention. "Oh, it's a parent up here. We don't know if he even had a kid. He has a gun and all that." By the time all this shit took place, having another teacher trying to grab my child and force him into the building now so I couldn't go nowhere. This is shit we got to deal with. This is all women. This is all women doing this shit. I get like damn near 10 to 12 units up there at the school, man. Did I get arrested? No. Was this all provoked by females? Yes. Absolutely it was. Absolutely it was. And you know, the same story, the same timeline, they look dangerous. They look this. Oh, I think they're gonna do some danger. It can go into a relationship too. I remember saying this when we was in a meeting one time. I said, whenever a female, they can be all hard and aggressive and feel like they the most empowered specimen ever until they get into a physical situation that they don't have control over. They don't have no control. They know they can't win. They're not physically strong enough to win. You know what I'm saying? So they bail out would be picking up freaking phone, and now they are the absolute 100% victim. I got into an argument. First thing they do, they go into the tears, they go into the freaking cry for help, and they act like they're in danger. What that does, they send the first responders in, high alert, and the first person they're looking for is the big, tall guy. They looking for the dude. They looking for the male. They looking for somebody. You can be 5'5". They're looking for the male. Not until they do enough research and enough investigation after they done put you in them silver bracelets to find out, you know what, ma'am, you're the one who's the provocator. You are. You're the one who set this in motion. You are. But that's if we have an opportunity to survive, because sometimes some of us is not willing to take the unnecessary restraint just because somebody decided, oh, I have a plan B and C. I never forgot that I'm a woman. I never forgot how to use a phone. I never forgot how to tell a fib. I never forgot how to play victim. I'm not running with this. I'm not saying he's innocent, but I do know if him and his lady has been in a toxic relationship for a portion or whatever, and they're still trying to parent their child, and this may be the same one that he was seen on television getting into an altercation with. It happens all the time in life, man. Y'all can't sit up here and white glove this shit like y'all innocent. A lot of you cats on here put hands on your girl right now. A lot of you overly aggressive with your girl right now. A lot of you have goddamn put your hands on a female in life. But y'all up here running with the judgment like this man has been proven guilty and he's been locked up. He ain't been proven, he's just been accused. Get to the chat right quick, man. Shaw News the Sauce Experience, AK Showtime. Salute to WCS in the chat. Salute to you. Salute to the Shaw News, man. Team Tucker, what's good? WCS just wish it was about boxing, but it's life, and people also 100. It's about life and boxing, because as the ones on the outside looking in, what do? We want to see them fight. We're not there going round for round with them. They're not getting out round one and say, okay, you got round two. Go in there and get that work. No, I'm not. I'm just here to watch. No, I'm just saying. You're a content creator, right? I just wanted you to put on some headgear and go in there so you can kind of see what it's like. I think all content creators should do that. See what it's like to get ping, ping, pong, and see what that damn feeling's like. Then maybe you wouldn't be so, quick to speak on these situations as if you're just going to point the finger at the boxer. Because with the same boxer that's Mr. L. Chin Checker that's going out here and freaking knocking dudes out, well, he's supposed to have that type of temper. The man has a killer instinct inside the ring. The man has a killer instinct inside the ring. He's supposed to be this humble duckling outside the ring. He's just supposed to let himself be fucked with and provoked and poked and antagonized without having some type of response. Now, I'm no way, shape, or form condoning domestic violence. I'm not. But I've been in situations. Where I had a girl who was very beautiful. I've had a girl who was beautiful, right? The mother of my first child, right? Vicious. People didn't understand why I said, hey, you know, that's poison right there, man. Let's just stay away from that. But I kept on going back to it. Kept on going. She turned into be a fighter. She turned to be a fighter. She loved fighting. Put some fresh gear on, fresh drip on. You ready to go, be out. Everything's going fine, and then something happens. The switch is turned, and all of a sudden, it's a physical altercation, not by me. So me being in the military, I'm like, hey, I'm restraining her. I remember somebody saw me restraining her one time, these dudes, and they came up there like I was the one that was doing the punching. It can happen, bro. If you fit that description that's easy for people to think you harming somebody, it can happen. I say, bro, I'm holding. And first of all, this situation right here is much different. I'm not going to go into detail about my shit, but I'm saying, yeah, let the green eyes fool you. And no, this wasn't a white chick. This was a sister. I had to put up with the abuse for the time I did until I bailed. My first son ended up passing away. What I'm trying to say in this situation is that I've been where people can be all gloomy and glossy to females all the time. And then when a physical situation presents itself, it's no way, shape, or form. Look, I had a military police tell me when we finally split, these two brothers came up, right? And one was out there, he said, I want you to stay out here, white. I want you to stay out here. But they had one brother that's looking at me, and he just seems like he's seen me somewhere. He seemed like he has some familiarity. So when he went in there and talked, he came back out. He said, make sure you keep him out here. We want to keep them apart. I'm going to go back in. I said, yeah, I bet you want to go back in there and continue to talk. I bet you do. I said, you go ahead. You deal with that. You go ahead and try to get close to that poison. You go right ahead and do that shit. I already felt it. I said, you're sitting up here trying to tell me, oh, well, we got to take you in. We got to take you down. You're going to have to go to the barracks and all this other shit. And nobody asked me about the situation. Not only that, y'all, I got something even better. I had them same people shoot me out, right? After this situation kind of died down and she went back, you know what I'm saying, to whatever she was doing with her family and shit. It was a situation where I was called into the office and I was questioned because somebody called up there. Baby's moms called to my unit, called up there and said, I wasn't paying child support. I wasn't doing no support, right? My kid has been with me the entire time since she left. Entire time. They had me in a position of attention. They chewing me out and shit. I said, can I speak? You speak when I finish. You ain't doing this. And that's not the way we do this. We're going right down to this and get a direct deposit. I said, okay, can I speak now? I said, why do I have to send her child support though? I knew what type of question I asked. It was an open-ended question, as if I didn't have no care. I did that because they didn't provide me the opportunity to explain myself. He was livid. How dare you? Yeah, that's your kid. Who raised you and all that? I said the only reason I was asking because if I have the kid, if the kid is in my custody, in my possession, and I'm taking care of my child, why should I have to give her child support? And they're looking at each other. So you're saying the kid been with you the whole time? Yes, the kid been with me the whole time ever since she left. Being with me. I can give you the phone number to the daycare right now that my son is at right here. And they'll tell you how long he's been there. Yeah, the apologies came, but it just further showed me how I got people that's so willing to jump on the side of a female without even giving the male an opportunity to prove their innocence. The female automatically gets the check mark, goddammit. It don't matter if it's blue. It don't matter if that motherfucker green. Anything. They will automatically get the check mark if you do not catch them in the act. If you catch them in the act, it's different. Who started? Did you punch in the face? Did you punch in the gut? What did you do? If you can't catch them in the act and you coming on a situation where you have to put the pieces together, most of the time they're going to turn to the man. Because the female's going to be crying. She's going to be showing all this empty. Oh, man, I just can't take it anymore. This is tough on me. And then a lot of times they be holding the child, if a child involved. Let me take the kid, hold their hand, or hold them. Been there. When it comes to Gervonta Davis, man, I just don't gather all this white gloving shit like y'all are perfect. I don't. I understand we all content creators. No, I'm not just running with this shit, bro. I need to know the entire story when it comes to them. Again, they're young in the game, man. If you got with me in my 20s, I'm all full speed in the streets, man. I wasn't trying to hold down shit. They're still in their 20s trying to find out a common median to make this shit work. She didn't get down to Florida by herself. She didn't get down there by herself. She didn't get to the location where they was at by herself. Am I right or wrong? Did she get down there by herself? Did he say, hey, I'll meet you down in Florida, get to stepping? She was in the same location he was, right? The preponderance, we haven't got there yet. We haven't got there yet. Why y'all sitting up here tripping and white gloving the situation? You can't white glove a situation like this, man, because we are imperfect. I know Gervonta, when it comes down to it, he's an easy target because he's been here before. But that don't mean he's guilty in this time. The man put out a statement, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many of you all have read the statement, but the man put out a lengthy statement. I kind of, did a little cliff notes over on YouTube, just to kind of give you an idea as to where we at. Per TMZ, they say the star boxer wrote out a lengthy statement on his Instagram page Wednesday afternoon, shortly after he was released from jail, saying the battery claims made against him by a woman on Tuesday were flat out not true. Davis said adamantly, I never put my hands on my child mother, nor my effing daughter. Are you effing crazy? He added, I'm not a monster. Davis went on to say the entire ordeal was a money grab by his accuser. Once again, it was a money grab. That's what his words are. Now, I'm neither the jury or the judge, but this is what I can say dealing with my particular situation. They was willing to say they was going to send me down and have child support coming out my check. And they automatically knew I had some type of damn liability in this case without even, look, time I walked in the office, I'm at position of attention. Without me even explaining shit, man. Without me even explaining a word. They had already had the situation of domestic report. several. They come over there. You're talking about MPs who are not mature enough to be in those situations. They may have some type of training, but they're human. And they're taught certain things. If you're the one that's in uniform, majority of the time a male, they're going to come directly at you. She can sit up here and tell me, he picked up the sofa and he slammed it on my head. And then he went in there and grabbed the freaking jug. This jug is straight from Africa. It's made of stone. He cracked it on my head. It broke. You know, you can tell them anything. And they get fired up listening to this shit. But I remember those times where it was a situation where it involved me. You know what I'm saying? A 6'3" nigga, goddamn looking a certain way, especially when I was in the gym heavy. They came up, sir, sound like a siren. Back over here, come over here, and let us talk. And she was the instigator. Just the mere fact of knowing that they wanted me to pay, they was going to take me down there for me to get child support without even knowing she wasn't even in the area. And I had my kid. I had my son. I was taking responsibility. I had the receipts. I was doing what I was supposed to. Even in uniform, they initially went for the service member. Imagine what they do in civilian life. Imagine what they do in civilian life, man. It's a lot worse. Now, why would he say it's a money grab? Many of things. I'm not going to go through a whole compilation of why he wanted to assert that narrative and to a money grab. They might be still putting up with one another, right? And she might want a certain amount of money to do something. They're young. She might want a certain amount of money. They've been through a lot. I'm just assuming. They've been through a lot. She wants a certain amount of money to do something. And Tank might not have been so willing and able to do that, to oblige. So the shit went left. I've been there, man. I've been there when it was sunny outside. When you was out with your girl, everything was good. It seemed like a perfect day, but the storm was right there beside you. And then all of a sudden, goddamn, you get slapped for no reason. Like, what was that about? And they just create something. And you say, what? WTF? And it goes right. It goes left. It goes right. It goes left. I'm talking about the punches. I just never sit up here and run with the narrative just because somebody's been a part of something. That they are the ones that's the provokers, the provocators rather, the antagonists. It's not always that way. Until the information comes out, I gotta let it be. I may speak on it, but all I'm saying is, first incident, the charges was dropped. Now, all of us seen what happened when he went up there and snatched up. A lot of speculation as to why he did it. That's him. He's a grown man. He's making the money. He's going in there, sacrificing himself. That's what it is. But I'd be damned if another situation come out and I'm reaching back to the old situation and automatically putting that jacket on Gervonta and saying he's guilty of doing that shit. And now, not only that, his daughter's gotten older now, right? So now all of a sudden, it's not just the mama. It's the daughter too. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the torch lit parade when it comes down to somebody saying this El Chin Checker? El Chin Checker put his hands on his daughter? Man, these women can be vindictive as hell, bro. They can be spiteful as I don't know what, man. And that's just the life. Men, we can too. I'm just saying, when it boils down to physical situations, and you have a fighter, and you have a fighter spouse, a lot of times, man, they always gonna say, you know what? Nobody in this situation, out of the both of you, nobody's gonna come up with the conclusion that she can beat you. They're not gonna say that. Nobody. I'm just saying, that's what they're gonna say right off the rip. Oh, she can't beat you. We seen you on TV. We seen you knock Rolly out. We seen you knocking dudes out. I hope that's not what I was I hope that's not what I was projecting, but they got their situation. The public, people are judging all day. Yes, family, and also outside the world, that he has to be balanced. Let me try to catch up on the chat. He said, my wife studied law. She would never ever call the police on me. Most likely not. Let me see if I'm in the right area. Okay, I miss some of these. I got to go back up a little bit. Shout out to Mark Nash on deck. Salute to you. 9817 on deck. What's good? Okay, the boxer's mind. He said one thing fans should be concerned about is will Tank be mentally prepared for his fight next week? I think Tank should take a few days off to clear his mind and then go back into training. Okay, out of all respect, the boxer's mind. All due respect, brother. We having a conversation with any one of you in the chat, any one of the listeners. When you say that the man should take a few days off, how does that benefit him when he's about to go into an environment which he's acclimated to, which he's trained for, and he's to make money for his family? That would be the time where he can let go some of this stress that he has. He's mere weeks out from stepping in there for a fight. He's training, and more training. He's weight cutting. Once again, I say all respect. Where does it come into play where people are saying he need to sit down, he need to take time off? Because I remember when there was people coming from outside, when we was pushing 4 days, day on, stay on, getting calm up, and enemy territory, getting communications, right? And people was freaking dead ass tired, falling asleep, standing up. And all you heard was mortar rounds. Boom, boom, boom. Nobody wasn't really telling me to, hey, sir, just take some time. Just go over there and sleep out the tree. Nobody wasn't telling me that. You have a responsibility to go out here and do what you got to do. He's going in there in an employment, a professional fighter, to make money for his family and himself. Why should he all of a sudden just take time off and he's this close to the fight when he's about to go in there to an environment where he can release some of that stress? I'm just saying, bro, that's just the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel about it, bro. I respect your opinion. I do. I respect your opinion. But I'm just saying, like, what's going on with y'all? This is El Chin Checker, bro. This is Gervonta Davis. This is the guy who boxes for a living. This is one of the top tier, boxing stars in boxing. He gets into a situation domestically with his family, and people act like they have never been in that situation. Speak to all the service members whose family has been torn apart and broken up from putting all their time in the military, going in deployments, getting fucked up in combat, and coming back home and trying to think the family's going to be okay. It's somewhat similar, goddammit. It's somewhat similar, no doubt about it. It's somewhat similar. You go through mental trauma. You go through trauma. And if you don't have enough freaking psychological help to put you through therapy, to try to just give you a steady medium just to keep you enough calm to be able to function in life, don't nobody know what's going on the inside. So you might be in a situation where somebody take your life for losing your temper. You might be in a situation where you take your own life because you don't feel there's any other place you can go. When these boxers go out here and get in these domestic situations, you think that brain up there doesn't suffer trauma from being punched in the freaking head all the time? Deontay Wilder used to talk about it all the time, bro. He used to talk about that shit. He always tell you the basic. The head is not meant to be punched, period. He has family and also outside the world that he has to balance. It's tough to balance it. Real talk. You hear fighters who having marriage problems all the freaking time. Sugar Ray Robinson used to put his hands on his girl all the time. His son even talk about the time he got old enough to stop his dad from beating his mom. Sugar Ray Robinson used to beat the brakes off his girl, man. Mind-boggling because people genuinely care. They care about a female before they care about a man. If a man breaks down and show weakness, they consider it to be less than. A woman can never be in that situation to show weakness because it's too physical for her to be even considered. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to domestic, you're supposed to be as one, right? It's supposed to be a family. So everything else outside of that, whether you consider to be this tough, tough individual, or you supposed to be this well-decorated service member, or you supposed to be this strong man, or you supposed to be that. When it comes to family, there's supposed to be the man, the woman, the kids. If so happen, somebody in between the two, or that special athlete, or that special above average, type of person, that imposing figure, you will always have that stigma placed upon you, especially when you get to a point of domestic violence. They're going to come for you first. You sitting up there 300 pounds and she up there about 135, 140. And this domestic violence, they're going to look, nah, it's him. There's no way that he can be a part of this. She ain't guilty. Sir, come outside, sir. Come outside. No. At that point in time, you're talking about the heart. You're talking about what the heart is saying. That man can be 300 pounds and his heart has melted over her. His heart is the same weight she is. You know what I'm saying? Strength don't have anything to do with it. He's just trying to stay close to the situation because it's family. That's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to stay close. He's trying to make it. We have to think about the kids. You just can't sit up here and say, oh, fuck everything, man. No. A kid supposed to warm you up, man. Change your life. A kid's supposed to bring a different sense of love to you. But when you talk about domestic violence, it happens around the kids. We argue around the kids, especially when they get a certain age. Go in the other room, like the kid can't hear. Go in the other room. That shit is tough. Especially when you're in your 20s. This shit is tough, bro. This shit is extremely tough to deal with. And if that's his first baby mama, the same one he had that incident with, hey, man, it might be toxic. It ain't nothing we can do. It might be toxic for real. The people convicted Tory before the trial. After the trial happened, they had a different outcome. Same thing for the situation, just one crime is worse. I'm not communicating correctly. Yeah, it may be the case. But for the man to say he don't have a PR team, he don't have legal team, something ain't going on right. Y'all help me out. Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. How can somebody on his level not have that team? A PR team and a legal team. He has to have some type of legal representation because he's been there before. But always remember now, who is he linked up to? Al Heyman. So he may be telling the absolute 100% truth that he doesn't have that because Al Heyman is there. Al Heyman come to the rescue, bro. Seriously. Al Heyman comes to the rescue. He has all those tools. Al Heyman comes to the rescue. That may be the smartest type of damn result we can come up with. That Al Heyman is the equalizer between all of that. You get in trouble, call Al. You run into a problem, call Al. You fuck up, call Al. I think that's where we at. Real talk. I don't think Gervonta Davis is a gadabout when it comes to domestic violence. I don't think he's going out here doing this shit recreationally. I really don't. I don't believe he's that type of dude. But does he? May he have? How you put it? Is it a possibility he have a temper? Is it a possibility that he truly has that killer instinct? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that killer instinct to attack. We seen it in the ring. So if he has it in the ring, he's human, right? So if somebody's poking, antagonizing, and doing some shit, or he's ever in a very intense argument, that shit might explode. It's humanistic, right? I don't know why people acting like they not human, man. Like they ain't never been in this situation. Why you acting like you never been in this situation, man? If you got any type of age and you've been through your 20s into your 30s, you've been in situations in relationships that shit was not amicable. That shit was belligerent. It was intensive. You dealt with a lot of drama. Man, come on, man. It happens to everybody. Real talk. Nobody's relationship is perfect. It's just easy accessible to Tank because he's in the damn spotlight. That's all. People run with it. I think Tank got assaulted first. Hey, man, if Tank say that she was the one doing the swinging or whatever his words is, how he worded, why is it so quick for people to deny that just because they see the dude going and knocking out men? That's a big problem. Like, is this man say, I didn't put my hands on her and I didn't put my hands on my daughter, I'm not a monster? Come on, man. I'm a record of saying I see that Tank has matured, a little bit. It seems like he's matured. He's being more user friendly with the media and everything. Now, of course, I have to reiterate that I'm not hanging out with the dude. I'm not close to the camp. But I've been through life experiences where I can speak for situations dealing with relationships. I'm not comparing mine to his. I'm just comparing man to woman. Man to woman. The man didn't give Eve the fruit. The man did not give Eve the fruit, goddammit. But I swear to God, we get blamed like we did. I'm telling you, dog. Although my wife may deserve it, I never pieced her ass up. And this shit is just sad. Can't trust a big butt and a smile. No, you can never trust that. Never trust that. That's temporary. That's just temporary. Love them big butts, but I never been the hidden on wall. Pop said never trust. Okay. I went to jail because the girl said I hit her. You have that situation all the time. And the reason why some of us men lose it, because we get accused first instead of ask a simple question, what happened? You know what I'm saying? You get the did. The did isn't a question in that form. Did you? You hit her? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it don't seem like you asking me a genuine question. It don't seem like you asking me out of innocence so I can explain myself and prove my, innocence. It's just like you giving me the guilt and you're not allowing me the opportunity to explain myself. Then the temper go up from there and shit just damn lose control. Chaos and mayhem. That's usually how men explode. When they not given the opportunity to explain themselves for their innocence. That's when everything goes left, bro. It becomes a torpedo. Y'all hold on for a second. Superman said Tank was arrested 5 times. First publicly choking and dragging his girlfriend, live on the video, hit and run on a pregnant woman, and now this. Tank got a bad history, and that's why fans think he's in the wrong. Look, 100% of what you said has a good possibility of swaying people. Seriously, it does. It has a 100% chance of swaying anybody. If anybody was to read what you just wrote without looking at him, they're going to say, oh, that's a bad individual. But as I say before, yes, he's been out there in this situation. Yes, he has. But does that situation has to do with this situation? And is that the way it's supposed to work in life? You always hear men talking about, I can't get a break. I can't get a break. That's not the way. I'm not the way I used to be. That's old. That's gone. But you did it. But I'm not the way I used to be. Can I change? Yeah, you can change, but I just don't think you changed right now. But it's been 15 years since that happened. I understand that. But you have to understand where I'm coming from. You did that. So I don't know if you're that same person or not. I have to be around you for another 15 years. That's usually how it is. They don't want to give you the benefit of the doubt. When you say, oh, you know, I'm changing. I'm trying to change as I go along. I'm trying to change, man. I'm trying to change. People don't want to hear that, especially when it comes to situations where they consider you taking advantage or you intimidating or you preying on the weak. Tank said they was watching Frozen and she started some crazy shit. Hey, it's a picture out there when they were there watching, and it seems like it was calm waters, bro. It wasn't a ripple in the motherfucking pond. It was calm waters. And then somehow, some way, something broke out. Why would he talking about some money grab? Why would he put that out there? It has to be something relatable. It has to be something relatable. Why would he even put that out there? Why would that even be pertinent to the conversation or the situation? Why would he put it out there as a money grab? Why? We have to take that as it is, man. Why would he put that out there? Why would he say that? We can't act like this man can go in there and fight the way he does and ring IQ the way he does and just not he's not even functional as a human being. We can't act like that. Boxers have to go in there and make adjustments on their own too. They have to learn a system, a combat system on how to fight. And then they have to go in there and compete. And with them competing, they're the ones who's fighting. Mano a mano, one-on-one. They can't be stupid. I mean, I'm talking about dumb stupid that you can't even function as a human being. You walk outside the ropes and you don't know where to go. You can't put them in that situation. They just don't know what's going on. Like they totally dilapidated when it comes to making a decision for themselves. They can't function. I don't get it, bro. It's not for me to get. Showtime said it's alleged that Tank struck her with the fist, and all she sustained was a little cut on her lip. Hold on, Leo Santa Cruz just called me, said that bitch is lying. Tank stuck me before I'm still hurt. Hold on, Leo Santa Cruz just called me, said that bitch lying. Tank stuck me before I'm still hurt. I can't put the last piece together. I'm just reading. You gotta understand, I'm just reading. I'm trying to put it in context, man. El Chin Check is crazy if I'm reading into it right. No, El Chin Checker for me is what I gave Tank for his knockouts in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything dealing with his domestic violence situation. I call him El Chin Checker because he has a lot of the Mexican, history and that culture, colors, and he knocked motherfuckers out. That's why I put El Chin Checker. This is not something just made up. I've been told him this. I told him at the press conference. You know what I'm saying? I told him at the Mario Barrios press conference. You know what I'm saying? I might have said it one time before, but that was when I was on the mic. You should have let me read that statement. Have you heard TMZ leak of the police call? Absolutely, I have. The way she was crying and begging the police, it looked real. She was also bloody and bruised. This ain't the first time. Only thing I can say about these, once again, these women who are in distress, especially in this particular situation. You know how many times she's been around him? I've seen them together. You know how long she's been around him? Do you know how old his daughter is? Do you know what he's done for her? Do you know the house that he's purchased? Do you know everything he's done for her? I'm just saying, do you know 5 to 10 things that he's done for her, right? Do you know that she was cohabitating with him while he was in Florida? So all of a sudden, with the cohabitation and being in under a different state, and she's down there with him while he's training, about to go in the ring next month, she's calling 911 hysterical. And like I said before, women want to get the first dibs of sympathy when it comes down to somebody showing up at the crib. All they got to do is cry, act hysterical, cry, and point. Oh, he did it. Women fight too. Women fight too. I'm telling you from experience, women fight too. Women can kill just like a man. A woman can get another man and kill a man that never did anything just because she had a situation with him and she didn't like it. She felt that, hey, let me get somebody else to do my dirty work. He does the dirty work and come back. She's nowhere to be found. He's locked up in prison talking about, oh, she told me to do it. There's no evidence of that. But it is people out there that believe women can do no wrong, especially if they are prepossessing, very attractive. No, she can't do that. No. What you do to her? You cheat on her? You put hands on her, man. What did you do? Oh, man, she look innocent. God damn. Dude, you lucky. I'm telling you, brothers can't see past it. And I seen all that what you talk, man. Real talk. I did. But all I'm saying is, I've seen that shit play out for myself. I've seen women who can turn on the tears and give you the goddamn, don't go chasing waterfalls. Yeah, they'll give you all the tears you want. They'll give you the TLC that you're looking for. Screaming, he about to kill me. He about to kill me. And then the kid is too young to really, process everything. The kid is too young to process everything. You can do things. You can show all the love and compassion and buy for 10 years straight. But when it comes to that moment, that it's an absolute breakdown. Like it's an absolute breakdown. This is it. You've hit that threshold. That's when it becomes a dangerous situation. Because a man have to make the situation say, you know what? I may not see the kid the way I want to, but I got to leave. This situation is too toxic, and I don't want my kid getting old enough to the point where he or she understands what's going on. The female has to make the decision to leave and go elsewhere. Because if it don't, the kid is going to be the one to suffer and grow up understanding that they seen their mother and father go through a tumultuous situation. They don't have to be married. They can just be cohabitating or be around each other enough so that the children knows that, okay, that's mommy, that's daddy. James says Superman guilty until proven innocent. Come on, man, be better. You don't know what went on in that situation. I think she pulled the AK on him, so he touched her up. Does that make him a bad guy? See, some cats are beg for their life in that situation instead of trying to goddamn disarm her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Man, the sensitive topic, but we still have to look at it objectively. And girl is lying. She was supposed to be looking like Ish Green. They said she had a cut on her lip. It doesn't work. But hey, what do I know? Tank Davis, hold your head up. You knock off Floyd, girl. Hey. Oh boy, you trying to be serious in this. Sometimes slid that shit at the bottom. Hey, David, hold your head up. He knocked off Floyd, girl. God damn. Hey man, all I'm doing is trying to give y'all a different perspective on life. Because some cats never been in that situation. They never had to make that conscious decision. You know, I'm a suffer, but I gotta leave this situation. I gotta go. So I'm gonna just stay there. Surrender. Stay. Be getting their ass beat. Oh, I'm doing it for the kids. No, you don't have to do it for the kids. Kids be all right. See, you do it for the kids, and the situation never improved. That kid gonna go up despising one of y'all. They're gonna make a choice and pick the one they want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Through all and their life is gonna be fucked up. Their mind is gonna be fucked up. Cause they done seen so much shit play out in front of them. They fucked up individuals. So when they get old enough, they're gonna pick and choose which one they want to communicate, and they're gonna cut the other one off. It's not gonna be no dual team effort. Kids are easily influenced growing. You don't want them processing that toxicity, digesting it, and reciprocating it in their own communication and relationship. Ugh, that's bad. Jake LaMotta beat his. That's where the name of tank top came from, wife beater, because that's all he used to wear. Damn, good shit, man, good shit. Don't hear Canelo or Daniel Jacobs or Donell or Pacquiao, Thurman, Marquez, Holyfield, or Hagler the Ram. And what Adrian is talking about, I'm guessing, individuals that's been in abusive relationships. Is that what you're talking about? Because absolutely, Holyfield's been in domestic situations. They've been in domestic situations for sure. So I'm not sure if you're saying you don't hear those names because they haven't been in domestic situations, but some of those guys you mentioned absolutely has been in domestic situations. Absolutely. I smacked a father one time, but she touched me first. Ain't nobody called the police though. He say smack the fire. Hey, I always ask people, how can you smack the fire out of somebody? You know what I'm saying? If you giving them the fire, you giving them the fire. You know what I'm saying? No, my thinking was him knocking out Mexican fighters. No, my thinking was him knocking out Mexican fighters. No, I was pretty much putting it with El Chincheck as far as him being a knockout artist, him using always wearing the Mexican colors. You know, so it was only fitting. You know what I'm saying? That, call him El Chin because he be knocking motherfuckers out. And I ain't gonna lie, like that Leo Santa Cruz was vicious. It's plenty of them that vicious. Superman say, why you giving the benefit of the doubt to a dude that has a deep history of this? Has he earned the benefit of the doubt? He's the only guy in the division who always caught up in some drama. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. You've been extremely biased without the homework. That's absolutely not true. He's the only guy in the division. That's not true, man. That's not true at all, brother. You're absolutely ex parte in your narratives, man. That is not true. He's the only one in the division. Do your research, brother. Do your research. That is not true. You're trying to say he's the only one in the division that you know of, or the only one in the division, period. You're not doing your research, brother. Real talk. The boxing mind. The WC says, my cousin was married to a woman that beat herself in the face. and the cops on him. I don't get in depth. I can see where you're coming from. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Self-abuse, self-inflicted. People give women too much credit for not being smart. Women are some of the smartest species in life. Women are extremely smart. Look, you can never underestimate a woman, bro. Never, ever, ever underestimate the capabilities of a woman. You know how they say, I said this before on my live, right? And this is not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's just how the respect that I have when it comes to a woman and her capabilities, her potential. You know, when they used to say money is the root of all evil. No, a woman is the root of all evil. Ham point blank period. A woman is the root of all evil. Real talk. Not money. A woman can get money. A woman can take money. A woman can get somebody else to give her money. A woman can get somebody else to steal money from her and give it to, steal money for her and give it to her. All he has to do is some type of story that puts her in a bad situation that she can't survive. She's barely surviving. She's in a struggle, and not to mention if she have a kid, and the kid is suffering, he's hungry. A woman can make that. I see it all the time. I've been there, done that, man. A woman can sit up here and blame you for something, and they won't even ask questions. And then after they find out the shit ain't true, motherfuckers act like they barely want to apologize to you. That's real. That's real. With Gervonta Davis, man, I'm not saying he's innocent, but I guess I've been life experience. I've seen situations play out with women, not just me, but other people, and initially fucked them up because people was finger pointing, judgment, and come to find out it wasn't even true. And those same people that was judging you, they want to come back with a smile with their hand out. I just want to tell you that, no, at that point in time, you want to get disrespectful. You want to show no love. You feel me? Like it happens. A man didn't give Eve the apple, goddammit. He didn't, look, a man didn't give Eve the fruit. The man did not give Eve the fruit, man. That wasn't us. Then they say a woman, that's why she's freaking cursed, or so to speak, to bear children, some of the worst pain they should go through. Hey, man, we have to go through the pain too, but not the pain of bearing that. But damn, sometimes we just be held to a freaking ongoing tab. You know what I'm saying? We held responsible on an ongoing tab of pain and suffering, especially when we see these females coming here with these athletes. They get a baby and so-and-so got to pay 5, 10, 15, 20, 30,000, 40,000, 80,000 a month on child support. $1 million. Like that woman can't even go out here and get employment and take care of herself. Man, come on, bro. Like real talk. Come on. I hope Tank Davis get himself up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, go in here, still fight. I just look at it differently, man. I'm not saying he's totally innocent, but I have some type of belief that this man has been trying to mend and keep that cohesiveness, just a little bit of glue, the family together the best he can. And this shit went left. Women can be very, very impulsive. They can just forget about everything. They can make an example. They can be spiteful. They can be spiteful in ways that a man can't be. I just told you all that. When it comes down to who they're going to look at first as being them, it's not going to be us. It's not going to be us, man. You can sit up here and say what you want. You can deny and you can not want to listen to my words because, you know, you cannot believe what I'm expressing to you. It's all good. Everybody hasn't been down this road in life. I get it. But I'm not going to sit up here and accuse this man of a situation's been public all because he's a freaking boxing celebrity, a superstar, and people know who he is, right? And he's easy. Oh, Tank Davis, he did this, he did that, he did it, he's a boxer. And then they start running replays of his highlight reel knockout. See, he hit her. Look at Rolly, look at Leo Santa Cruz, look at him, look at Ricardo Nunez, look at Mario Barrios. That dude's a killer. You know what I'm saying? When they have your highlight reels playing and replay and loop while this situation is going on, man, it looks bad. But Tank gonna have to, get through it the best way he can. I really don't know his situation, but I have no problem with trying to see what everybody else have to say. I can stay on here just a little time to stay on here and try to find out what everybody else have to say about the situation. Now, I'm going to be honest. If you come up here preaching about what I don't know, I'm going to say you don't know what we both don't know. That's why it's called opinions. You feel me? CMD, what's good? Don't forget a woman can get someone killed. That's what I said. A woman can have another man kill a man that she don't like, or a man that she been in a relationship with, or somebody who did her wrong, and then leave that same man that she got to do the dirty deed, and he's sitting there left, guilty as hell, blood on his hands. He said, no, I never told him to go on. I just told him what happened, and he suggested that he can do something about it. I didn't tell him to do it. I did not know he was going to carry out to the extent that what he did. Y'all remember that Steve Harvey show? You remember Merlin Santana? Y'all know what happened to him, right? Y'all remember what happened to Merlin Santana? A teenage girl had him killed. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get what she wanted from the actor. They tried to say the girl was underage to smear his name once he was dead already. They say Monique King lied to her accomplice by saying the actor made sexual advances toward her. She also helped him get away after they shot Santana. Prosecutors had sought a first-degree murder charge against King, 17, in connection with a November 9, 2002 shooting, which took place shortly after the actor left another man's home in Carl District. Santana, 26, of North Hollywood, was best known for his role as Romeo Santana, The Steve Harvey Show. King, a runaway who was 15 at the time of her arrest, is scheduled to be sentenced April 20th. So look, you had a runaway that was 15 underage, and she attempted to set Santana up for making sexual advances at her. So what she do? She go get two older men to carry out the deed. From what I understood, she changed her mind. But by that time, they told her the deed was already done. They had already killed him. I know that's an extreme example when it comes to this situation, but I'm telling any one of y'all, any males that's listening, you can never underestimate the strength of a woman. We're not talking about physical strength, all right? We're not talking about physical strength. We're talking about mental strength. You got to understand, women are capable of bearing a child. Women have a menstrual monthly. Women have hormone deficiencies, imbalances. It's a lot that goes on with a woman in life. Women go through entirely different situations than we go through. But I'm just telling y'all straight up, bro. If you want to go up here and underestimate the mental strength of a woman to plan, scheme, and carry out shit that a man could never do, a man could never go out here and say, hey, I want you, and you, go get her. And she better not be living when you're done. Nah, that ain't going to happen. But get a woman that's shedding some tears, that's acting like a bunny rabbit with a leg. What happened to you? Oh, he kicked me. He put hands on me. He abused me. This has been going on forever. For real? Yeah. Is there any way you can go over there and talk to him real good? Yeah, I can do that. Before you know it, this man is being attacked and damn near lose his life over a simple freaking disagreement. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Big Blunts and Box? How you feeling, bro?
Combat, what's good? What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm good, man.
Good. Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure you got some interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, shit, I want to apologize to motherfucking Tank because I was under the impression. I was like, man, he got to sit down, man. When I saw it, I'm like, man, it's time, man. He need to sit down for a little bit. He tripping, but after I listened to the audio and I jumped the gun a little bit, I should have knew. You know what I'm saying? I should have knew the bitch was probably crazy, but after I heard the audio, I'm like, man, and you can hear him in the background, like, you know, stop touching me. You touch me. You put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? You can hear him in that motherfucker saying it. Like, I firmly believe, she sound like one of the ones, too. She got the little Spanish accent. She sound like one of the ones, boy, working up a nice story, trying to be the victim. And yeah, she touched him. Man, he should have Leo Santa Cruz her ass, put her ass smooth to sleep. I'd have put her ass to sleep on my kids.
Well, you definitely would have been in the back of the jail and on the second floor beneath the pavement in the goddamn cell with no running water, rats, all that shit.
Yeah, but see,
you would have been begging for fresh air if you were the Leo Santa Cruz. Shit.
God damn, yeah, she tripping, man. Listen, I had a female. I was with a girl so crazy before. Her mama told me. Her mama was like, listen, you better not ever let my daughter put her hands on you. If my daughter thinks she can put her hands on you, I want you to beat her motherfucking ass.
Damn.
Man, yeah, serious shit. Like, so I mean, I get it, man. I get it. Like, I don't play that shit. I tell me and my girl done got into it. My baby mama got into it, but she know not to touch me. Like, don't you do all the shit you want.
You know my belief. I ain't mean to cut you off, Blunts, but
you
know
good.
My belief in a woman putting a hand on a man. If they put a hand on a man, they deserve to have hands put on them. That's just me, man. Because they always talk about how men are weak these times and betas. There's a lot of beta as men out here, but I'm saying, when a woman say they want a powerful, strong man, let's just say the black man narrative. I want a strong black man. Okay, that strong black man has to be able to be strong naturally on his own clock, not on your clock, not when you feel like him being strong. So if he allow you to slap him one time and say, you know what, you getting out of pocket, you slap the shit out of him, he don't do anything, you're gonna get used to slapping the shit out of him, and then it's over. He ain't considered.
That's very correct.
You know what I'm saying? You slap the shit out of him over and over again, he ain't no strong black man. He's just a black man that you are attached to and you can control, and that's what it is. But if a woman put hands on a man physically, she put hands, no matter how it is. We ain't talking about pulling knives yet now. I've had that happen too. Goddamn, she put hands on you, she deserves to have hands put on her too.
Yeah, that's exactly what that girl mama said. She said if that girl thinks she bad enough to put her motherfucking hands on you, she bad enough to get her ass hit. And that girl never put her hands on me. But again, yeah. And that's why I said I had to slap the fire out of the bitch one time. Because, again, she thought she was going to slap me. Shit, the bitch had another thing come by. I feel like the whole world heard that shit when I slapped her ass. That shit was so fucking loud and powerful. Oh my God, that bitch never touched me again either. But I don't play that, man. It's 50-50, eye for eye. You touch me, it's up. So I'm with Tank on this. I support him. You know.
I learned to a point when I understood I was in the military, so a lot of shit they automatically assumed. When I was going through that situation I spoke on earlier, I had to really be careful to say, okay, I can't bring no unneeded attention to me, because they say once your name personal life bleed over into your job, now it's going to affect you as a Marine. They're going to have to do something to you. They're going to have to put you in the barracks. They're going to have to take action. They're going to have to find some, and use the same action is so far. They split your family apart. They put you in the barracks. They put you on restriction until it can be, determined who's at fault and if y'all can calm down and make the shit work. They just split you up. You can have a newborn kid up in that mug, and y'all can be going through hell. Too young to have a kid. Y'all struggling, going through it, and they'll split the family apart. You need to go in the barracks for a certain amount of days. All right? I don't want you face over here at all. And then what happened? The mother call you up. Hey, when you coming back over here? Nah. You want to call the shit? You want to call them up? They say I can't come over there to this amount of days. Well, so-and-so need this. So-and-so need that. Just imagine how tough that was when you did not have social media. You didn't have social media, dog.
Right.
You had to goddamn walk over that motherfucker. You had to make phone calls from the payphone. You had to do all that other shit, man.
I can't imagine, man. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, Tank is Tank, man. Like, I saw him in person several times. I know exactly who he's talking about. But I also seen that man with his kid. And he was acting like a goddamn, he was acting like a grown man. His daughter was right there by his side, chilling. I even see, hey, that's family shit, dog.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what you think? You think there'll be any interruption into the fight going down? Or you think everything will play out pretty smooth?
They granted that man bond. He's gonna fight.
Yeah.
There's money in this fight. He's gonna fight. His money's been put into this. You got to think about all the damn films been going around. Filming Tank. Hell yeah, I think this shit going. Hell yeah, I think this fight gonna happen. No doubt about it, it's gonna happen, bro. Like domestic violence is not as treated. It doesn't have heightened alert to it like it used to. Seriously, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, bro. It's not the way, unless it happened in public, where people see it with the cameras rolling. That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ray Rice, for instance.
In the elevator.
Look, check this out. Check this out, Blunt. If that elevator video
had
came
cameras
out,
yeah.
would he still be playing in the NFL?
He might very well be.
Yeah. But when he came out and he slept his girl, it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Man.
And he had been they had been fighting behind closed doors long before that shit happened.
Oh yeah.
Shot news on deck, man. What they do? Showtime.
Showtime.
Yeah, I just want to clarify one of my statements that I had made, right? What I was saying is, right, and shout out to Leo Santa Cruz for dropping me that call. She's the legend that Tank struck her with an open fist. Mm-hmm. And all she sustained, allegedly is a cut on her lip. Leo Santa Cruz called me and said he's still trying to recover. He got hit with 8-ounce gloves on, and his vertebrae in his neck almost snapped off, man. So she's one hell of a strong woman, man, to sustain a shot from an open closed fist from this man, and only sustain a cut lip.
I don't know, man. There's so many ways to process it. I'm not trying to make light of thing. It's many ways I can say that how he struck her, but I'm not trying to make light of this situation. That man, 28 years old. I guess I'm at a point in life where, being I've been through the abusive relationship aspect of it. I think he was defending himself. Even if you're defending yourself, you might tap a female like, stop now. I gave you a tap. Stop. So he might have to the point where he goddamn cut the inside of her lip, dog.
Yeah, but I'm saying this too. In this day and age of social media, you see they was quick to release the alleged 911 call. Yo, release how she looked, how she's battered. Because you said he battered, abused, struck her. So show that. You know what I'm saying?
That.
Show that.
Show
like,
the
yo,
bruises.
show the Mitch Green shot. Remember when Mike Tyson dusted Mitch Green off? Show it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I could be like, oh, nah, you wrong, Tank. You know you wasn't supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know you wasn't supposed to do it. Show it, man. This is the social media age, man. Show it. I just, like I gotta say this alleged. From what I'm hearing from my sources, it's a little deeper, man. Because from what I'm hearing, the female was tied. Well, alleged Tank snatched her up off of Floyd.
Oh, the one baby mom that's down there now.
Yeah. So it's a lot. It's a lot going behind the scenes. And I think Tank kind of alluded to that in his statement when he was saying about the money issues and it's a money grab and yada 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 and all that.
So you might think there might be a triangle going on with somebody trying to source.
I don't want to use this word because it's a wrong word to use, but it's like friendly extortion, and they trying to like they trying to get money out of Tank, man. And it's sad, man. It shouldn't be that way, but I guess, some females, man, they're scandalous, man. They're scandalous, man.
So, how many fights have Tank had from outside of Mayweather Promotions? One, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be the first one right here.
So the last fight with Rolly Romero, he wasn't there though.
Nah, they was,
on the Rolly Romero fight.
They was on the what's the boat for that was my favorite show growing up back in the day. The SS Minnow. They was on the SS Minnow, man. It was rocky times at sea, man. The boat was on the verge of going down. And that's what you see happening now. They was on rocky terms, man. But yeah, but the rating was on the wall. Because remember, not for nothing, man. Floyd is the master at it, man. You gotta leave Floyd alone, man. Floyd is King Petty when he wants to be King Petty. Remember, Floyd staged his press conference the same day as Tank Davis' press conference.
Yeah.
They've been going tit for tat, man. He staged his press conference.
He took it upon himself on Frank's open workout week to go on a rant about how many belts in boxing, how saturated it is, and all this other shit, dog.
Yeah, man, that's what Floyd does, man. If you know, man, that's Floyd, man. If you know Floyd, man.
Andrew said I dated a crazy B.I. who father and brother were police. First time she left crime, the damn squad pulled up on me off the clock and made it clear they would end me if I crossed the line with her. Damn. Yeah, that's dangerous having family police dating a chick whose dad is a police, a brother a police. Hell no.
Yeah, women are scandalous, man. They get away with a lot, man. That's why you got to be careful. That's why, like, I respect a lot of the guys, right? See, with a lot of these athletes, and I instill this in Jihad and Morley, 110%, man. I said, yo, you stay down with the chicks that's down with you now, because when you guys are gonna be there, man. And you're gonna get these. I'm gonna be nice with my words. Like, you're gonna get these gold diggers, right? But I really want to use a different word. They're gonna try to come around. You stay around the chicks that was with you when you was eating dollar chicken sandwiches, because those are the real ones. These ones that's coming around you now, those ones coming around you now, they only with you because you in the limelight. You don't want those chicks, man. They not official. They not solid. They not day one. The day one is gonna be with you. They not gonna post a video of you if you out of pocket. They're not gonna do you like that, because they was with you. They built you up. Y'all built something together. That's the ones you want, man. So I always instill that in my nephews, man. Like, nah, man, it's coming. It's coming.
Out to Jihad, man. Andrew said I ended up doing 3 years for defending the honor of her later on. God damn.
Damn, that's a tough 3 years.
Man, 3
God
years.
Damn. That's a tough 3 years, man. Man, salute to Andrew Charles, man.
Yeah, shoot to
Tennessee.
Andrew, man.
Yeah, that Ray right.
The door did.
Yo, that Ray Rice, that was in Atlantic City, man. Ray Rice was different, man. Yeah. Now see that, yo, listen. Ray Rice was a football player, right? Him and Tank got kind of like the similar build, but Ray Rice is a little more chunky, being that he's a running back. But did you see what he did to the female in the elevator? How he put her out unconscious, basically. So
That's
you
what
mean
I was
to
saying
tell?
earlier? Like if that video wasn't there, he would have still been able to play football.
Yeah,
He slept her ass like she was
man.
snoring, and then
He was,
dragged her
yo,
out on her
he
back.
turned her into a rag doll. Yeah, he dragged her out like a rag doll. Yo,
Dragged her
forgive me for
clean out.
laughing, man. That was crazy. And Ray Rice is from around the way. He from New Rochelle, man. Yeah, they just did him dirty, man. Like he made a mistake and he lost his whole career, man. Behind that,
Yep.
man. That's what I
What do you
remember. I was
think?
telling you. I was telling you that early when I was saying the moral clauses with these contracts. That's what these companies can do, man. Because when they hold, because these guys, quote unquote, are celebrities. And anytime you're a celebrity like that, I gotta always say, "Hey, well, what do I know? What do I know?" When you're a celebrity like that, you're held to a higher standard. So when you do something like that in the public, man, they crucify you, man.
And
They
that's
crucify.
what Gervonta's understanding right now, man. He's being
Yeah,
crucified, dog. I
yeah,
can't
they
imagine what
crucify
he's
you,
feeling. He still got to go to fight camp. You know what
man.
I'm
Yo,
saying? He still got to go to fight
yo,
camp. He's supposed to step in there with Hector Luis to win. What
I
day?
see. 2 Saturdays. I
Yeah.
seen the boy. I seen the boy Rolly throwing shots at him because see, Rolly know Gervonta just missed out on a big sponsor bag and endorsement with this
hmm
because his name is tainted now.
I
And that's
mean,
what I think. I seen Ryan was tweeting something about that. Ryan is a punk, man.
Ryan better keep his mouth shut because
He's a punk,
this
man.
is he's a chin checker without without the build up. You know what I'm saying? Because Rolly he really didn't get under his skin like Tony Harrison and Jamel Charlo. He wasn't. Rolly didn't have the damn bravado to get up on the Tank's skin like that for that fight. He still got knocked out clean. Ryan Garcia, on the other hand, he keep on running his freaking mouth. He might not make it to see the fourth round, dog.
Tanker's gonna run through him, man. If they fight, and you know him.
People,
He's a clout baby. He just does stuff for clout, man.
I still think he can recover if a statement come out and he's found to be innocent, and then we don't know what's gonna happen with the hit and run incident that he has coming up
Yeah,
February.
that's the tough one. That's the hit
That's
and
what I was
run
gonna
one.
say. Like,
The hit
do
and
you
run,
really
the hit and
lose some
run.
sponsorship?
This one right here. Me personally, I feel he gonna beat this one. But the hit and run one, and I shout out to Coach Malachi. I watched his show today. Coach Malachi be having the receipts. Great show. That statement from that female that said he looked at her in the eyes and she was pleading for help and he drove off. Man, that's a tough one, man.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, bro. Cause anybody is gonna look at you like, what kind of animal are you? That's how they're gonna view him. Like this
I
lady was
just look at the
pleading for help.
situation. He's from Baltimore, and he came up. Some of these kids are growing, internally. It take a long time for them to blossom, coming where he came from. I'm not making no
Yeah,
excuses for the man, but damn, he had a hard life all the way around, front,
yeah,
back,
he did.
up and down,
Yeah,
dog.
he did, man. He did.
Him looking at her, shit. He might have had me and you type of damn mentality, at
I
that
just
time.
that's why I root for the brother, man. I root for him. I remember I was there. I remember when he knocked my man's phone out of his hand. And then we was in the hotel and I was around him. I was sizing him up. And we had a moment together. And then I was like, you know what, man? I said, he's just him, man. I'm not even mad at him, man. He's special. When you're special, that's how you are, man. Like, he didn't want to do that. He just did it. Like, yo, he's special, bro. He's special, man. He's one of God's chosen. That's why I say he's gonna be all right. But the hit and run, that's what might get him, man. Because like when it comes to hit and runs, like all across the nation, that's a hard crime. Because when you think about those type of accidents, when people losing their lives behind that, you know, they frown upon that, man. Because you left the scene of an accident. They frown upon that heavy.
I just wonder how, if the accident was at night, which it was at night, how did he was pregnant? I understand him leaving the accident, looking in that direction, but you riding through Baltimore with the window down, like, she could say what she's saying, but did he actually see her eyeballs, her freaking pupils? Like, how can you see?
That's
If
what
he
his
was
lawyer.
trying away, if he was
Yeah,
trying
his
to run
legal
away, how
yeah,
can you see?
man. Yeah, his legal team gonna eat that up. You know how that go. They're gonna eat that up.
I mean,
That's
like, it
what
was at nighttime. The
bro.
video is out, bro.
That's what they're gonna be on. I just wish like how he was on his live today. Well, not his live in his statement. Like these guys need to be more taken care of. This he stated in his own statement he doesn't have a PR team.
Yeah,
You know,
I
public
read that.
relations. He don't have a media team. He like how? This kid is a star, man. He been
It's
all over
Al
pay per
Heyman.
view.
Al Heyman is the freaking PR and the damn legal
Yeah,
team.
but wait, he's supposed to be the man. I'm not going to speak on him because they're going to get mad at me. But he's supposed to be the guy that takes care of everything. And all of his fighters is on record for saying that. That he took care of everything. He takes care of everything. How is that, man?
Hey, Candy Slim, shout out to him on deck. He said, meanwhile, Deshaun Watson settled like 200,000 sexual assault allegations and signed the top 5 highest contracts in history. Makes sense. I know I seen that shit play out, man. You know, that's one of those wild situations, man.
Yeah, they take care of the NFL players.
Yeah, they take care of them, man. They
take care.
different.
Yeah, the NFL players can go somewhere and get tore up from the floor up and pull out a card out they wallet and get an Uber. That's what boxers need, man. Boxers need that. NBA players get the same type of treatment. Major League Baseball players get the same type of treatment.
Structure, though. You know, they have commissions to answer
to. And they got unions. They got unions too.
Unions. They have everything. Boxing is not even a solid unit. They don't even have a union.
They don't even got a union.
Have no commissioner. No one. You know, a single commission, a president. None of that. They just got commissions all over the freaking regions. They're not even the same shit of music.
Every different state got their own commission. Every state got their own commission.
And then the sport is not regulated. Man, this shit is going to continue to occur.
Man, you said it best. It's the Wild Wild West, man. Boxing is the Wild Wild West. You got enough money and you know the right people in boxing, you can get in the game and make moves, man. You can get, listen, I always tell people this all the time. I'm like, yo, you can manufacture a world champion, bro. He can listen, you can find a guy right now. I can go to Walmart right now and see a guy working the stock shelf. If he looks the part and I make the right phone calls, I can move him along in the game, build his record up to 20-0. He can get a world title shot. Meanwhile, this dude been stocking shelves for the last 8 years.
What weight class we talking about with that?
Any weight class we want. This is boxing. Any weight class. But I will, me personally,
bring his ass to heavyweight. He get this
that's what I'm about to tell you.
Walmart, dog.
Listen, me personally, I bring him to heavyweight, man. Listen, I seen a couple heavyweights
get right back stocking shells, man. That shit don't work out.
Listen. No disrespect to my man Johnny Rice. Look, Johnny Rice about to fight up there in Verona, man.
Yeah, he is. I saw that.
That brother that made out the strip club. He was a bouncer. You don't think somebody's seen him? One of these. I'm not even gonna say the executive's name. You don't You don't think the executive seen him in a gentleman's club and say, "Yo, do you fight? Want to be a boxer?" And the rest is history.
Yep, the rest is history. He a big dude too.
Yeah.
Kennedy Clem said, but Ray Rice had one incident and no second chance. The reason why he didn't have a second chance, man, he knocked her out and drug her out.
And it was all over TV.
Drug her out. It was all over.
It was all over TV.
That female probably done swung on that dude behind closed doors forever and a day. But when that time came, he forgot he was in the
Yeah, he forgot he was in Atlantic City on the casino elevator, man.
yeah,
He just
casino
lost
elevators
it.
got cameras everywhere, dog.
Everywhere. He just lost it.
He
And
knocked the
I'm not
shit out of
defending.
her.
I'm not defending what he did, but it just, man, shit happens, man. And he plays a violent sport too. That's what you gotta see. What they don't understand with some of these athletes that are in violent contact sports, they need to have psychological evaluations because they're not right upstairs, man. They're violent individuals.
But see, that's something that the NFL can make happen. The NFL can get their players to get that therapy. But in boxing, you don't have a union. You don't have a single unit. It's no structure. It's no organization. So boxers will always be on the losing end. That's why they have to damn make sure they negotiate as much money as possible, because when the time is over, it's over. And
It's over, yeah.
that time may not be because you 32 years old or 33. It might be because you just simply can't fight no more. You don't pass
Yeah.
medicals. You done.
Over. Like, look at Mike Tyson, right? He's doing this thing right now with a lot of stuff outside of boxing. But did you ever think that you would see the baddest man on the planet? At one time, Mike Tyson was fed. I remember my uncles used to pull up with Mike Tyson's Bentleys and all that, man. Mike Tyson was the man. Did you ever think you would see Mike Tyson in a bumblebee suit doing videos like that, bro?
No, hell no.
Right?
Mike Tyson, I thought I'll see him out in the Serengeti trying to eat human beings. It's a cannibalistic shit.
I remember, I'm gonna share a quick story with y'all, man. I remember being 16 years old, going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade with a couple of my homeboys from high school, and we was by the gym, and Mike always had the big whips, right? Now you seen the crackhead, the crackhead was out there shining off the rims. He was shining off the rim, and then you seen 3 Nation of Islam bodyguards come out, and you seen Mike Tyson come out, and we lost it. I said, yo, that's Mike. That's Mike right there. It was like 8 of us. We ran over there. Me and my boys ran over there like, yo, Mike. Mike gave us the one hand signal like this for the Nation of Islam, so to let them know like, yo, these kids is all right. My boys and everybody went over there and hugged them up. Mike jumped in the big 600 CLL and pulled off, man. I swear, like that's why I when I see him now and I see how he gives it up on his podcast, he's always high and all that. I'll be like, nah, I don't remember that Mike, man. I remember Mike. Mike was the man, man. You know what I'm saying?
That might be what he need to keep him out of behind them bars, man. Just take away all the smoking. Just take away. What is he supposed to survive off of?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That may be putting him in a whole nother space, man, of Sung Freud, man. Just chilling, just relaxation.
That's why I said, Tank Davis is going to be all right, man. Because you see what Mike Tyson went through. The woman said he raped her. Like, Mike was, women was throwing themselves at Mike, man. He ain't have to rape nothing, man. He ain't have to. Mike was like I'm gonna compare Mike like rest in peace to Biggie. Like Biggie said, man. Biggie had the balls. Biggie said, I step on stage, girls scream like I'm Keith. That was Mike Tyson, man. Mike Tyson had the women screaming, bro. So why is this dude gonna rape something, man? But they took him down off a rape charge. A rape charge. That he
how many years he ended up doing? 4 years, 5 years?
Yeah. Messed his career up, man.
Something like that.
Yeah. Messed his career up. But this was the baddest man on the planet. This was the man. Listen, man. Some of the stories that I think I'm gonna do a Mike Tyson chronicle, man. Mike Tyson used to go to nightclubs and sleep with mad women and buy them cars in the morning.
Damn.
Wake up in the morning like, what type of car you want? You want a Corvette? Let's go to the dealership. Mike was that dude, and then they took him down on a rape charge. Like, come on, man.
I'm looking at the reminder of Tank Davis is viral over the damn social media, but Boots has a fight coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like real soon. You feel me?
Yo, shout out to Boots. Listen, yo, we were supposed to go down there and get that work today too again.
Oh, for real? Okay.
But they was just doing 4 rounds defensive work.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, so I thought I saw a picture today of Brian Norman up in the gym with the boys.
Yeah, he was down there. You know, follow the leader. Follow the leader. Right. We on our rock chemistry. Follow the leader. You know?
Absolutely. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna take my content creation to the next level. Tank don't went viral, so I got to start a rumor that Leonard Ellen be told the girl to go over there and do that.
Yo,
they trying to get Tank back.
Yo, listen.
Doing freaking clickbait.
Stranger shit has happened. Stranger shit has happened, Blunts.
You think he finna leave us? All right. I need you to go over there tonight. I sent you 50,000. Go over there and start some shit.
Oh, man, listen.
Make him come back.
And I'm gonna say this. Yo, listen, word to the sources, man. That's how they give it up over there, man. They send the women's in there to get the brothers, man. Yeah, remember when the Charlo brothers?
They've been doing that, bro.
I gotta say allegedly. Yo, girls, bring me my charger. Bring me my charger, girls. I gotta say allegedly. Remember when the Charlo brothers got robbed by the women's in Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm.
They always sending the women assassins, man.
That's the easiest way to get to them. They, send them in there. They look a certain way. They're easy on the eyes. People just lose their mind. They become blind. They become blind. Before you know it, hey, they looking like the Charlos.
Man, they always send the women's, man. They always send the women's in there, man. But if you chase history, that's always been a man's downfall. From Samson and Delilah. It's always a woman, man. A woman to get a dude, man. You could be the biggest, strongest, toughest dude. A woman will break you down, man. And rest in peace to my man from H-Town, Dino, man. He said the sweetest woman in the world. Yeah, it's the thin line between love and hate, man. A woman to get you, man.
A woman, the smartest creatures on earth, man. A man don't know how to say that. I mean, understand why I say that, because they just want to think it's a power, a power thing. No, it's not a power; it's a mind thing. They know how to fulfill the entire word of manipulation. They know how to do that, man. Manipulate you from 10 steps, 12 steps, 15, whatever you want in the program. They can manipulate from all angles.
That's a fact.
Smart. They smart, man.
That's a fact. Yeah. My man Joe Dini is one of the toughest warriors, savages that I know. Yo, his weakness is a woman in a bottle of wine, bro. A fire woman to break him down, bro, in a heartbeat.
Hey, shout out Joe Dini, man. I'm never gonna forget when you gave him the phone for the weigh-ins. he was trying to get Shorty back to the room. Hey, I gotta get that sound bite for when dude got his way too, because he said, "What are you doing, man? Are you crazy? Get the hell out of here!"
Yo, Blush, you ain't seen nothing, man. If I released some of the uncut shit from Vegas with him, when we had we was riding up and down the strip in the Benz and all that, I was like, yo, this dude Joe is off the chain, man. He said, he was yelling out the window, yo, bitch, I'm standing in the MGM Grand on the top floor. Yo, Joe was wild. I was like, yo, Joe, you're crazy. I was like, yo, you're crazy. I was like, yo, Joe is too much, man. Joe Dini, man.
I was so confused, man. I didn't know who I was listening to. I said, yo, this sounds like Shot, but something wrong with his voice. I said, yo, what's going on? I said, yo, he trying to get this chick back to the room. He asking Shorty who she here with. Do she know who you are? You just high tongue. I said, oh man, what's going on, man?
I was
NYC.
At the fight when me and you was shooting the still frame, I let Joe go live on YouTube on my phone.
Okay, all right.
That's how I got him in the media section. I let him go live on my phone. But he was in there.
Joe
He,
Daney.
he was in there wilding, man. He was in there wilding. Yeah, I'm gonna share a quick one with you, right? It was me, Combat, and my brother. We was chilling, and Joe was supposed to come to the fight. And we was fucking with him. Yeah, we told him that the hotel security was looking for him. They was going to bring him up on charges for groping the women. He said, I can't come out there now. They're looking for me. He was like, they're looking for me.
I was there. I remember when I heard, hey, man. they're not looking for me, are they? Yeah, they're looking for you, Joe. Man.
They're looking for you. Man. Yes.
I just think a lot gonna play out, man. There's a lot of money in this fight, even though he ain't a top tier champion. It's still money in it. They put money in this, so I think Tank's still gonna step in there next month, man.
Yeah, why not?
And he gonna knock his ass out too.
They working out the deal right now, because if they cancel this fight, right, you know the type of money the DMV, Washington, D.C. area is going to lose?
Oh, man, they're going to lose hella money, man. Hella money over there.
You know?
And a lot of people don't even know that Baltimore really don't get along with D.C. like that.
Nah, they don't. It's a beef.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a real beef.
So Tank people can come down, but if you was over there, you would know the history. They really don't get along like that, man. So... I'm curious to know how that fight card gonna work out anyway. I heard Tank has, some of his fighters that's from B-More on that card too. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out, man. Real talk. Like, Tank has a long road ahead of him, man. Now he can't afford to get locked up for 3 years and shit, and come back and think he's still gonna be it. Like, he's a 3-weight champion, but he still got some more to do for his legacy.
Yeah, yo, Tank did a lot for the culture over there, because you got the Peterson brothers on that. You got a female fighter fighting for a world title.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Nichols guy, the Nichols kid, fighting against fighting against a 2 division champion, and that's what I was about to call him, Andre Ward, Demetrius Andrade. Yeah, so that's big, man.
It is.
Then you got Jaleel Hackett. Shout out to Jaleel Hackett too, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jaleel Hackett, man. Flying under the radar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bernard, his pops.
Yeah, Bernard a real dude. I like Bernard. Stuff, man.
I know Bernard had an issue with me back in the day. Based off, let me see, what was his issue? He didn't like something I said, I didn't even know who he was. I was like, was it doing that Gary Russell situation? Damn. I forgot what it was, man.
Bernard and Gary used to spar back in the day when Gary was real young. Bernard had just came home, because Bernard did some time too. They used to spar, man. Yeah. Bernard was a fighter too.
Yeah, I know he was a fighter, yeah. But Bernard used to spar Gary Russell?
Yeah. Shout out to
how old is Bernard though?
He's up. He's in his. I think he might be. Listen, I don't want to put an age on him. He's up there, though, man. He's up there.
I got you.
He's up there.
I got you. Damn.
You know.
Wow.
But shout out to all the fathers that their sons made it further than them, man. It's a lot of them out there, man. That's a beautiful feeling, because it's a lot of fathers that are behind the scenes, that now their sons is on the threshold of being great and achieving greatness. And me and Bozy was talking about this. They living vicariously through their kids now, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they want to see their sons become world champions, because that was their dream, and now they're living it through their kids.
Who wouldn't want to travel? Who wouldn't want to be on that travel? I would.
Yeah,
I would like to see that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why. Dudes be getting mad at me because I live through my nephews and my daughters and them. But I be like, yo, bro, it's like I was It is what it is, man. Like, I don't care. Get here. You know what I'm saying? Get here.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like Combat said, yo, the air is different. Get here. You
Yeah, for
know?
real.
Get here. You know?
It's different at that high elevation. Shit.
Man, it is, man.
They
Yeah,
taught me a
yeah,
lesson. NYC taught me a lesson for taking that shit for granted, boy.
that was one of the like when that's why I had to interview you, man. And y'all check out my interview with WCS, man. We was on the 22nd floor. You know, the steward got 28 floors. We was right there. We was on the 28. 22nd, my bad. I said the 28. I got 28 floors. Shout out to the steward and my man Drew. We was on top in the penthouse suite. And I said I had to interview WCS because, and I want to share this with his followers and my followers and everybody that's listening. I know they're going to play it back. I remember meeting WCS many, many years ago and him blessing me with the game, with the watermarks, to the cameras, to just different things. And just to see our journey in the game and to see where we was at on a fight week, covering the fights, staying in the suites. And this is at NYC. This ain't even in Newark. We was in Newark doing the same type of thing. Like, yeah, we came back from WCS broke it. When Shakur Stevenson didn't make weight. Yeah, we had that information first because we was right there in the hotel lobby when he came through with his team and he was
He didn't even
overweight.
have on a shirt.
He was overweight. We could have, if we was like these no names given, if we was like these thirst bursts, we could have just jumped online and went viral if we wanted to. But we kept it professional. And then we went and covered the event, the actual event that almost took place 2 hours, an hour and a half late.
We didn't even break the news before the news actually became fact.
Right.
Like, you know, he wasn't even weighing in yet, but we knew he was overweight already.
Yeah. And then not for nothing. Then we came back then we did Breaking and Go live. We happened to go back to the hotel where everybody was staying at, where we was all staying at. And that's when, if you notice, if you check WCS's live streams, when he was like breaking news, and you see me and Jaron Anderson in the spot eating lunch and all that, we was chilling. And then we was in the hotel, and WCS was like, man, he looks like a defensive end. I was like, yeah, he's a big motherfucker, man. I was like, man, I was like, he's a big motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that's the front shit, man. It was good times, man. Real talk.
Man,
I'm
yeah.
gonna miss the Stewart though. I'm gonna miss the Stewart.
And that's when, shout out to Andre Ward and Jihad, man. Jihad took me to the fighter meetings, bro. I was in there with everybody that covers the fights. Jamel Herron, Andre
Mark
Ward,
Kriegel.
Mark Kriegel, all of them. Listen, that's why I carry myself on a different media level, because I was around the real media and I was just soaking it all in like, wow. So this what goes on in the fighter meetings. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, a lot of people never see what goes on in fighters meeting, but that's part of boxing, man. That's part of the whole schedule that they have planned. You can be there for fight week, but not many can say they've been in the meeting, man.
Yeah, you go to the fighter meetings, they ask you your plan. It's okay. They ask you
seeing legends like Tim Bradley and Andre Ward and all that, man. The Hall of Famers and shit.
Yeah.
Man. And you say your daughters went in there, Adendi?
Yeah. They was there too. They right here right now.
They did go in there. No, I'm talking about the fighters meeting that time.
Yeah, them and Bam Bam. Bam Bam was in there too. Running around. Right. Got to experience it. And shout out to Nas and Ron. See, I still didn't have my equipment there, man. But I got some stuff now. But Ron was doing all the photography. I was just in there. Jahal was like, come on, Sean, come on. But I was chilling. I was good. We just had covered the waves. I was like, I don't need to go. He was like, nah, come on, Sean, come on. And I went down there and just soaked it all in. And then we came back. And this is for all you hating ugly niggas. You niggas is ugly, man. Shout out to my man WCS was there. And shout out to Miss Nevada, the ring girl, that personally knows my daughters, right? And asked me where my daughters was and how they was doing. But you dudes had to
blowing them big old kisses in the camera every time. She blew like 17 kisses in the camera when she seen shot. I seen that.
She's super blunt. I ain't gonna lie. God
you
damn.
dudes got the audacity to tell me I'm ugly, man. You show me a beautiful woman giving it up to you like that, man.
True, that's true.
For real, man. Don't never tell me I'm ugly. I'm my mother and my father's son. When I think of ugly, I gotta give it up to like this to you Gargamels. Take your damn hats off, man. What does your head look like?
Shed the extra layer. Shed the layer, God. Damn, this dude up here. Man, IG is getting crazy. Damn, man, I just, getting back to the gist of it. Man, good times. You know what I'm saying? Good times. Shout out to everyone that's been in the chat, man. People want to run with controversy. I know when they say they 10 checker, they was like, oh yeah. No, Tank, man, I rock with Tank, man. I'm glad I finally was able to hear someone tell me about what I actually thought about. I've been on him many times saying, hey, I thought the PBC was pushing ES News. And then it's true what they were saying. Mom was paying money to get the access, dog. And they was showing him like mad love with the access too. I said, I guess if I want to pay money, I'm gonna go out there and get any type of access too. But they found out what he was when Tevin Farmer got shot in the hand. They tried to edit the video and make it seem like Gervonta was laughing. That little bitty moment right there shows how much of a snake it is, man.
And and a lot of those videos where they give him more of that access, right? When you really analyze them, they come off like the fighters are uncomfortable. The fighters are uncomfortable.
They let him in though, so either one, somebody's taking the money, or somebody's saying yes.
Shout out to Magnum Media and those that's behind the scenes over there. We don't need to call out no names, but they tell the fighters, listen, you have to open up for him. We're going to allow him in the room and allow him to do what he does. Because it comes off every time.
But when WCS coming, no, you don't have the right color band. You're in the wrong area. You go up there, the rafters. That's where you're supposed to be, not here on the floor.
You remember when they said, no, you can't. Turn your camera off. Turn your camera off. Yeah, I'm supposed to be working. I got a worker's fan. You can't record right here. Yeah, they try to, certain media, they tell you where you can record and where you can't record at. That's new to me, man. But like I said, shout out to Top Rank, man, and the good people over there, man. I never got that, man. Yeah, I was literally sitting next to Bob Arum, right? Check WCS's catalog with him and Keyshawn Davis. I was right there. I was going to interview Bob and go in with Bob, right? But, the ball hog, that's what I call him. My man, the ball hog. Yeah, he's my man from above the rim. Bombers, championship. Just give me the rock. He's ball hog. Like, dude, how many questions you going to keep asking him? He don't even want to talk to you no more.
He talked to you over and over again, and you don't even allow anybody else to get time. That's why you got to fire off, dog. You got to fire off. Ask your questions, man.
I learned that. Then they be like, he's mad aggressive, and they use that against me. I just chill. Now I just fell back and turned into shot stills and just got some fire frames. That's when I got my man Bernie the boxer. Shout out to Bernie, and shout out to Town Biz. I got Town Biz working. I got you working. I got my man Xander Zion. Peace to Xander. So That's how I do.
Hey, do they usually have that it's like that format how y'all go around from table to table? I like that. I like that. Do they usually do it like that?
Now that
Yeah,
be at
top
the
rank.
be
Go
at
ahead.
the yo,
Yeah,
Go
because
ahead.
I feel like I saw y'all cover another event before, and I don't remember the interviews being like that. Like they had each guy at a table, you could bounce around from table to table and get your time in. I like that.
that's how Top Rank do it.
That was the Hulu. That was the
Yo,
Hulu.
Top Rank can have a media, right? The press conference will be at 12 o'clock, right? But Top Rank is a machine, bro. The press conference for ESPN will be at 12 o'clock, but the press conference for the VIP media will be at 11 o'clock with all the fighters and their teams. Everybody's in the VIP settings. You know, they got all kind of refreshments. They got all kind of, snacks and food and all that. And that's where you get to work. And
Hey, so do they do like do they do a weigh in like before the weigh in that we see?
um, yes.
Okay, okay,
When you go to medical, when a fighters go to medical, right before they even touch the official scales on TV, you got to go to medical, and they check you out. And in medical, that's how I knew. Like, yeah, when Jahad missed weight and all that, we knew what it was because he went to medical. We knew he was over. That's how we knew. But I didn't jump online and release none of that. That's how I knew Shushu Carrington's opponent had the pus coming out his ear because at medical, all that is revealed because you go through an extensive check-in.
okay, all right. Interesting.
Like I said, 2023 is up, man. Yo, we marching. Fight day dropping soon. Um, we just want to keep keeping it spicy, man. You know, and be on the lookout for Marley, man. He's the number one guy in his weight class right now, man. He's the best, man. I always told y'all. So y'all always thought Jahad was my favorite fighter. I was telling you when me and Marley was riding up and down the Las Vegas Strip a couple years ago, and I was telling you, I said, "Yo, this is my favorite fighter right here, man." You know,
Yeah, Molly is a
yo,
situation for real. He gonna be special, man. He gonna be
Jahad was
special
the
all day, but
Jahad was the protocol, man. Marley is the T2000. That's it.
the T2000. Damn.
You know, Jahad was the protocol. Jahad is the good. Jahad got signed at 17, man. Been fighting on TV ever since. If they wouldn't do the, what's it called with when the kids is too young and all that, man, we might have got Marley signed at 15, man.
Mm.
No, but Marley might be a future Olympian, man.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be a good class, especially if it's come period that he beat. They be in the same class. That's gonna be
We might try to
that's
go
gonna
to
be dope.
Olympic.
I'm talking about Olympics. If they compete in the same weight class or not, you never know, man. Like,
Yeah, I think your audio is coming in kind of robotic.
oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, look at that boy Tank, man. That's a hard steel frame from my guy WCS right there.
Can you hear me? Is it better?
Yeah, I hit mic check again.
Hey, mic check.
Oh, yeah, you clear. You clear now. You sounding good.
You know where that was at, Shaw? You know where that was at?
Hold
That
on.
frame.
I'm looking. I'm looking. I see the football stadium,
It,
man.
wa- it was
Yeah,
down
that's
here in
the.
GA.
Oh, that's in
Huh?
GA. That's in Georgia.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's in GA when he was fighting Mario Barrios.
Okay, all right, right there in Atlanta Hawks. State Farms.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a fire frame right there, man. Fire frames, man. Yo, why? Yo, listen.
Like I got some good frames. I got some good frames of Gervonta, dog.
Why they always want us to shoot from the rafters, right? They don't ever.
I don't know, man. They don't want us to get up close. We're gonna start to improve then. Start getting better and better. They don't want that shit.
I don't be getting mad because I'll be like, yo, when it's the weigh-ins and the other events, I'll be like, yo, y'all be letting us rock. I was like, you just don't let us rock fight night. But I said, I don't mind it, man. But I was like, at the weigh-ins and all that, it'd be equal. What's the name? Because that's what dudes don't be understanding. And I be trying to tell them, they be like, man, Shy, you be making it look, man, easy. I be like, nah, it's not easy. It's just now I have accessibility. Because you got to remember, I was somebody that came in, I never was getting credentials. Some of my hardest interviews, the Spencers, the Tony Harrisons, the Thurmans, all these guys, I didn't have access, but I was making it happen out the muck, out the mud. Now that I'm an official team member and I'm in the spots with credentials and I'm in the rooms, it's easier to work. It's like now I don't have to set up recon and be like, oh, I gotta sit up over here for X amount of time. They're gonna come through this door. I'm there now. That's what a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. That light is different when you get closer to the ring. It's different, dog. That light is different, man. You can make minor adjustments, man. That light is different to get pictures for real, dog.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I got Ron the Dawn for. Ron the Dawn be down there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stunner Ron.
Shout out to doing your thing.
Where they give Ron that access and stuff. But like I said,
hey Blunts, hey you plan on going to a fight 2023, man? Ever or what?
Absolutely. Definitely. You know, DC right down the street.
Put a face with the name. You know what I'm saying? Put a face with the name and shit.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Hell yeah. You know, deep down the street. But I mean, I'm right here, man. I can go, you know, maybe a New York card, Philly card, you know. I'm gonna be somewhere.
You close to that DC card. I'm surprised you ain't going to that.
I gotta feed these kids.
Yeah, I feel you. That comes first. For real. That shit definitely comes first. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I take care of everything.
What you got planned for New Year's?
Probably working.
Oh, okay. What you got planned, Showtime?
Mm-hmm.
We just strategizing up right now. Like you know, we be getting ready for this fight. I can't announce the date yet.
Okay.
But just know we got something major about to jump off. We just strategizing right now. We grateful for the 2022 we had. We was trying to get on that. You know what? I'm official Team Tucker. I let the cat out the bag. Yeah, we was trying to get on that January 14th card, but unfortunately the powers that be, we got a little suspension for I guess missing weight.
Damn. Okay.
So we couldn't get approved for that card, the 14th. Because we would have been on that card and went up there and shook shit up. You know how we do. We pick it up.
So it was a more than 30-day suspension, obviously, because the fight date was on 10th of
45,
December. And
45 days.
45?
Yeah, 45.
Wow.
But we back up. Yeah.
Damn.
No, we back up. But it is what it is. You know, everything happens on God's time. We strong believers of that, and we coming, man. They know what it is, man. They know the vibes. They know the energy. You know, we coming, man. You know, we want all the monsters. Everybody that's a monster, that's supposed to be a monster, this, that, and the third. That's what we want, man. We the monster killers, man. The goblins. All the
Yeah, shout out to
So was
Team
y'all able
Tucker,
to get
man. Good
some
people, man. Go ahead, bro.
for sure? Was y'all able to get some footage at the during the sparring?
Nah.
You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes to sparring, right? What happens in the gym stays in the gym, right? Um, the new school, they be on that type of wave, right? But Bosie's old school, we old school with it, right? What happens in the gym stays in the gym. Um, but just know it was good work. We wanted to come down there again today, man. Because it was like it was a couple Formula foes that was down there that we been in the ring with, man. We could have got some work with them too. You know, we could have got some work with them too, man. You know, like,
yeah, I was just curious to know if you know what I'm saying, if y'all have footage for yourselves to take home and see for yourselves. Not so much to put out there or have anybody else see, but just like
we
shit
keep.
y'all could watch on your own time.
Yeah, one thing about us, we keep mental notes. That's what fighting is like. And shout out to Floyd and shout out to Andre Ward. Like they know this. You're a computer. So when you a real computer, you pick up on certain stuff. But like I said, man, 2023 is up. Another great year. Shout out to the team, man. It's been a splendorful ride, man. It's been a splendorful ride, man. And like I said, shout out to all of the haters, man. Cause like I said, a lot of y'all hate on my nephews because y'all hate me. Like I said, I don't fight no more. But if y'all want to fight and y'all see me somewhere, approach me. You see, I put my videos out there. My hands are still sharp and they're dynamite. JJ said, dynamite. They go off. They go off. And one thing about me, when it comes to my hands, I don't discriminate. I don't, man.
That's a fact.
He said they don't discriminate. Damn.
You know? But yo, man, salute to you, good brothers. I see Coach Reen giving me the eyeball. Coach Reen runs the house over here, man.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Appreciate you, shot. Appreciate you coming back.
Yo,
For
listen,
sure, y'all hold it down.
if I don't tap in with you brothers on another panel before the new year, after New Year, happy New Year. Y'all be safe. Yo, Combat, you know what I'm on. I got.
What now?
I said I got the rum chata and the Henny on deck for my New Year.
Yeah. Shout out to the rum chata.
And all that.
One of the smoothest drinks you'll ever taste, goddammit.
Yes, man. But I appreciate you, good brothers, for having me on.
All right, for sure, man. Same to you. Y'all be safe out there. Shout out to your
Likewise.
kids and family.
Salute.
That goes to
Appreciate
both of
the
y'all,
love.
man.
Same to you, OG.
Sure. All right, no doubt, man. Kenny 501, man, on deck with a super chat. $2 in the building. He said, how about Nobel Hackett saying he's ready for Schofield? If he believes he's ready for Schofield, he's ready. It's not like one of them significantly has experience than the other. If he believes he's ready, let's see it. Let's go, man. It's about time for these fighters to fight one another, man. We just can't sit up here, let it marinate. If he feel he's ready, let's go off him being ready then. You know what I'm saying? Let's go off him being ready. Serious. Let's go off him being ready for the cause. No more running. You know, Wade talking about it got to marinate. I'm not saying this will happen between them two. I'm just talking about when weeks or fights this present themselves and you have two young fighters with O's on their record. People don't want to entertain it. Let's go. Let's see it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see it. Appreciate that super chat, Candy Slim 501 on deck, man. Hey, man, I've been on about 2.5. I got to bounce. You know what I'm saying? Handling some business as always. Man, we'll do it again another day. Shout out to everyone who pulled up. Shout out to ones who support the channel. If you choose to, donate, that the Cash App is right there. Until next time, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out, man.